Yeah.
We are going live. And we are live. Welcome, everyone, to reaching over. Okay, pardon my reach. Welcome, everyone, to Quarantainment Live. I am your host, Mr. Cassidy. Our special guest today, Mr. Caloris here.
Hello.
Hello. And we're kind of gonna get right into it here. So before we get into updates, this is a weird time. So on top of this quarantine happening and a new Half-Life game coming out in 2020, I've been listening to the new Pearl Jam album. All right.
Pearl Jam.
So I would argue Pearl Jam has not had a good album since 1998. And then it was a dark 22-year period of mediocre to lukewarm, I guess. And I've been listening to Gigaton. I think Pearl Jam has made a good album, and so this year keeps getting weirder. I don't know how I feel. I should be happy because I like Pearl Jam, but it also just kind of confused me. I'm like, wait, no, this isn't bad. What's happening? So up is down, down is up. Speaking of up, segueing into updates. So, I don't know, Mr. Caloris, what have you been up to?
Just getting my classes going. Been doing a lot of art, cooking a lot. Currently, my computer right now is sitting on top of a puzzle. I guess I can plug my art for you since I showed.
Yeah, please plug your art.
This is me imagining being in the mountains, which I'm not supposed to travel to. That's in Yosemite. So.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Do you have an Instagram that we can follow to make purchases or commission requests or anything like that?
I wish I should start selling it. The only place I'm displayed is on my mom's fridge currently. So.
Yeah, I think you should open an Etsy shop or an Instagram and then start selling prints.
Yeah.
Awesome. Fantastic. Let's see. Henry, you're joining us. How's it going?
Yeah. So I woke up literally right as Kelly called me before the stream. So yeah. It's been a long quarantine. I'm doing fine at best. So I'm hanging in there. I'm not doing a lot. I'm working on a little terrible goblin one-off for D&D, for my D&D group.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, can you explain what is a goblin one-off? Like, what does that mean?
Okay, it's a one-off story instead of a full-on campaign, but
Okay.
this would take at most 3 sessions to complete. But it has pre-made characters and they're all goblins.
Okay.
Which
So it's kind of self-explanatory. I should have been able to figure that out.
Yeah. They're my favorite D&D race because they're horrible, little, grimy, gross, and just terrible.
Oh, just like Evan.
Mr. Beckett has entered the chat. He loves goblins.
Also kind of like Beckett.
Yeah.
Also like you, Kelly, with that happy birthday crown.
I know. I just thought on the desk.
We will get to that.
Yes. But I need to read out the favorite goblin that I have in here real quick.
Okay. Walk us through this.
Like you do.
During a battle with a very large toad, Fred was paralyzed from the waist down. The legendary goblin mystics performed a dark ritual upon him by tying him to a wolf with ropes and belts, thus merging him forever with the wolf, and with his new legs, dubbed Angry Fred. Yeah, his entire thing is that he's just a wolf tied to a goblin.
Wait, so you wrote this?
Yeah, it's meant to be dumb and funny.
Wow.
I'm getting that.
I just
Can I
just saw Stranger Things for the first time,
So good.
and that made me never want to play D&D.
Really?
That's like the opposite that
Yeah,
I
you
find.
see,
Most people are like, I really want to play. Like they reprinted the Red Box from like 81, 82, specifically to sell people on D&D based on that show. So
yeah, I mean they are kind of, yeah. The kids are
Yeah.
like wait, they're unyieldingly nerdy. I can understand that part.
Cloris, we should start a D&D group.
I don't know.
If it makes you feel better, I can't do D&D anymore, so I totally understand.
Yeah.
Not
Wait,
because
are
of
you
Henry.
going to elaborate on that, or are you just going to say that and then not talk about it?
Why I don't do D&D? Are you running on a
Yeah.
LaCroix can?
No, this is kombucha. So last
okay.
time I did this, I drew some flowers on this kombucha can, and now I have another one. I just finished this ginger lemongrass mint one, and now I'm doodling on that as well.
You gotta be making your own kombucha. This is the time.
Oh my gosh. My parents won't let me. I asked them, trust me.
What?
Because my aunt, she like grows the like SCOBY and stuff, but they won't let me do it.
If I drop off, I'll drop off a SCOBY near your mom's house, and you
Oh
can
my gosh.
start a bootleg kombucha farm.
That would be very appreciated.
This is like 1820s prohibition, but with kombucha.
Yeah, it looks gross. I just have this in my fridge, just chilling.
It looks like the bag of disease in like the Dan Brown Inferno movie. Like, does anybody know what I'm talking about?
I know what you mean, but I mean technically, it's Dan Brown wrote the novel, but the
okay. Well, I'm not adept at explaining my movie references as much as you are.
That's okay.
Dan,
Cloris,
no.
go ahead. I
Dan
also
Brown, that's not a novel.
it's a pulp fiction book.
Yeah.
But I did not realize how close you were to your refrigerator.
Yeah, I remember. This is like cribs. This is my kitchen.
You literally didn't even lean. You just reached and grabbed.
Yeah,
opened your
I can
fridge.
touch my counter and my fridge with one hand. That's teacher salary in Arizona.
It's fantastic. Awesome. But no, Gabby, to explain why I don't play D&D, it's not people like Henry. It's the fact that I was always, I think I was always Henry. I was always the person who DM'd and created campaigns and one shots and scenarios. And at some point, I was tired of people essentially memeing it and this. And it was like, this is impossible to get through. And then I just transitioned to Call of Cthulhu, which is a hardcore survival-based, mostly. Noah knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But it's way more slower paced, and it's about like using your own intelligence to try to solve problems.
Say that you can't.
But yeah. So.
Call of
I don't play
Cthulhu.
anymore because I used to play it with Henry and Evan, and that just like we'd do nothing for 3 hours and then it'd be done.
That's about right. Speaking of doing nothing for 3 hours, Jonathan, what have you been up to?
I haven't been doing much. I beat Borderlands 3 yesterday.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I lost the drive like after this weekend. I kind of just got bored of it, and I was like, I should just finish it. I'm almost done with it.
Yeah.
I've been watching a childhood cartoon that I've like loved since I could remember. Ben 10. I've been watching a lot of Ben 10.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just start watching that too. I miss that show.
It's so good.
Okay.
Did you ever play Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion?
I don't think so.
Okay, it was just a low-budget, cheap knockoff of Super Smash Brothers, but with Cartoon Network characters. And Ben 10 was so brokenly overpowered. It was like he and Aku from Samurai Jack were just busted. But that was my introduction to Ben 10, was because I didn't grow up with Ben 10. So, So Ben 10, finishing arguably one of the poorest written games or large budget games that I've played in some time. What else?
Oh, I've been I've played some Destiny 2. with a couple people. We've just been playing Crucible.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I've been playing with Henry Jordan, and he rages a lot at the game, so it's really fun.
You don't say. Awesome. Cool. Well, thank you. Gabby, what have you been up to other than drawing on cans of kombucha?
Well, I was playing Minecraft. Yesterday I did a lot of mining, and then I died and lost all my stuff, and then I went again, and then I died again and lost all my stuff, and then I got sad in real life because I was like, well, I can't do this. And then I logged off for a while. And as I was talking about in the pre-stream, I went down a really deep hole of like Hunger Games theories and like watching like film theory videos about how to survive the Hunger Games and like the complete life of like these obscure characters that I love. And like now I'm rereading it and I just reverting to my 7th grade self, and it's weird. But yeah.
Have you been to a grocery store recently,
I
Gabby?
have not. No, I have not.
Because that's kind of like Hunger Games.
Yeah. We talked about that on Wednesday. I went to Walmart to do some grocery shopping, and they have it down. Like Walmart has printed official, like promotional things, like store item stuff. So it's not like Safeway where you just duct tape things on the ground. It's like, oh, Walmart corporate sent over little spots to put on the ground that say social distancing 6 feet apart, and it's very machine-like. And the plates of glass in front of cashiers, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So Gabby, have you had a chance to drop into the Fall Uptopia realm?
No, I have not.
I think you should. It is kind of incredible. Like,
yeah.
I've heard some good things about it, but I just haven't bet on yet.
It's insane what people have accomplished, and shout out to our moderation team on the Java and Bedrock platforms. You guys are awesome. You, pointing at you.
Thank you.
Not you.
Also me.
No, not you. You didn't help. No, I mean, you kind of helped, I guess, but like you're not the moderation
built
team.
The, what do you call it? Like the COD. He built the, what do you call it? He built the COD monument.
I don't want the COD monument.
Wait, did you just
COD
say
for the COD god.
What?
COD,
What
COD.
What
I'm
is
sorry,
that?
did you just say COD monument?
Yeah.
Yeah.
COD
Yeah, Henry, can you explain this, please, for
Yeah,
our
you
audience
can't-
and also people here?
For the COD god?
Yeah, please explain. Not the original world, like
This
Warcraft
isn't like
quote,
a D. Is this like a DD? Is this like a D&D monster?
No.
A cod is a fish.
No, I know.
Oh,
I
what's
didn't
called
find out
God?
yesterday,
Like,
Fleur,
what?
so I'm in a similar boat.
So me and Evan had access to the server before most of the other people did because we were helping build it.
Mhm.
But we found this little area, decided to make the grossest house we could because we've given up on trying to make things that look good. So it's this horrible little house stuck into a mountain with a bunch of leaves on top of it. And we were thinking, we're fishing. We're getting, because there's a little pond outside of our house, and we're getting nothing out of it except for cod. So I thought, hey, Evan, what do you think we make a horrible bootleg religion for the cod god? And you know what he said?
Yes.
He said, yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Very accurate, Evan.
He turned
yeah,
into
it
Beckett.
sounds a lot like that.
That reminds
More
me
of a
of
goblin.
a Minecraft religion that me and my sister
Bringing
also
it
created at
back
the
to
same time.
Minecraft.
So So we did something similar, except instead with salmon. So we made these two. We basically made this class system. When this was like I was in 7th grade, she was in like 5th grade. We made this class system, and it was based on these two different types of fishes. So we're like, okay, salmon. Salmon is the nice, like the fancy fish. So we created this whole thing called the salmon farm, like where you get into it by swimming upstream, and like they're the high class type. And then because we hate gefilte fish, we thought it would be funny to make the lower class like the gefilte fish like area. So we have the salmon farm and then like the gefilte fish house, and then we built this fish related class system. Yeah.
This is so, Caloris, you teach Gov and Econ.
I don't
What do you
use-
think of this class system of fish?
Yeah, I'm not really aware of any society that's structured class based off of fish. So this is pretty original. But it is the first lesson I teach in one of the first lessons I teach in economics is about people only being able to fish and have coconuts. And that's how we develop our economic models from fish and coconut out. So I guess it's not that weird.
Shout out to Lord of the Flies, by the way, for fish and coconut. Yeah, that's kind of fascinating, and I also want to see a real world religious theology centered around. It's like, welcome, we've been promoted to the rank of salmon. Even if it's by label only, but awesome. Maybe we'll just make this Minecraft Monday stream while we all center around Minecraft, and then Fridays will be this. But thank you, Gabby. Kelly, besides looking fly,
Oh yeah.
I just realized you're wearing your hat as well as your crown. You have both of those on. What have you been up to?
So several things. So recently I've been watching Tokyo Ghoul. You know what? I don't want that. I don't want those eye rolls anymore. I don't want those eye rolls.
So, guys, I think we need to plan an intervention.
No,
Maybe after I finished the show was really short and felt rushed at points. I was kind of disappointed. And I went online just to see the reviews a little bit because I like the show. But I was kind of disappointed at how short it was. And I found out the manga was a lot better. And I found out the manga was free online. So I've been reading that. Which is great. And as for the crown, it was like during our all school project. I was talking with Jessica and Finley. And they're like, oh yeah, well, I'm like, Jessica's like, what's going on? Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna wear this tiara, and we're like, let's just put on all this weird stuff because most of the conversation isn't even like done by us because a lot of other people are basically like going on about what they want to do, and we were just like here waiting to like just do whatever we decide on doing in the end. And so I told them, oh yeah, I have a tiara in my closet, and they're like, you should wear it, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. And then we started to stream up, and I saw it just right there on my desk that I put it there recently, and I was like, yeah, why not? So I just threw it on right when stream started.
Mm-hmm. So, Kelly, can I just say one of my favorite parts of this quarantine has been your character arc / evolution of casual anime watcher to now we're entering Act 2, where you are this like, oh no, you're now the manga was better. You're going into that phase. And then Act 3 is at some point. Act 3 is, oh no, bro, you gotta actually. So it didn't get a Western release. So if you just get you're gonna start collecting every JTSC like Japanese only video game and start getting consoles that play it because for region locked systems. And then you're gonna be like, oh man, you got to play Shadowgrounds, but you got to play the Japanese release because the item placement's much better, and the enemy AI is just considerably more improved in the before the localization. Like that's where we're heading.
I don't think I'll get that far. I don't think we're gonna get that far.
I think in 2 weeks Kelly will be at Act 3. That's the best.
No one thought that you'd get this far. You're farther than I am.
Well,
Kelly's gonna be like, have you played Gun Survivor 2 Code Veronica? Bet not. It only released in Europe on PAL systems at, of course, 50 hertz, as well as a JTSC release at 60 in Japan.
Why do you know that?
Because I I used to collect Japanese video games when I was a video game archivist.
Okay. all right.
Henry, we have a question from the audience. This question is from Marty, and she says, "Are Sam and Sam and the Cod God friends, rivals, boyfriends? What's their relationship?" And for anyone who doesn't know, Sam and Sam is an alter ego
What?
of nobody. We don't know who it is, but
No, he's a different guy, a different person.
can you answer this question for us?
Yeah. So theoretically, the Cod God, according to scripture, burst forth from a salmon and soared into the sky, where then he laid down his wisdom and beautiful form upon the world. Thus, the Cod were born. But
Mr. Salmon?
Sam and Sam, he's not. I wouldn't say he's directly related to the Cod God, because the Cod God is a Minecraft thing. But I'm sure they would get along very, very well. Just a hypothesis, as one of his apostles.
Gabby, follow-up question. Can you and Indy please go into both the Java realm and the Bedrock realm? Introduce your fish-based class system as a rival religion to this Cod God business.
Yes.
Just to sow the seeds of chaos. Get in there and get some followers and just bail.
Okay. That's perfect. I like
The
it.
entire server
And
is
then
already
I'll
committed.
remove myself from the server as like a martyr for my religion.
You just surround yourself with creepers and be like, I'm gonna go die in a hole now. Well, thank you.
Clearly, you have not seen the Grand Cathedral yet.
I don't want to, so thank you,
Very grand.
Kelly.
Oh yeah, it's also Good Friday, so I've been playing video games now.
Oh, congratulations! You can join the Bedrock realm.
I know, I did last night. It was wild.
Oh, excellent, fantastic. Yeah.
That's why I woke up so late.
Oh my god. Last but not, or we'll save the bestler for lastler. Noah,
Oh
what have
wow.
you been up to? You're still in your professional studio, I see.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've been good. I've just been kind of goofing around, I guess. I just finished the audio for the diss track that I've been working on. I'm planning on shooting the music video over the weekend, so hopefully I'll get that to you guys by Monday at the latest. So that's my plan. But
Awesome.
other than that, I haven't really been doing anything. I've been binge watching Community.
Yeah, great show. Cool. Awesome. The not too much around here. I guess we can just go into a brief all school project chat. All school project, very exciting time. I don't know about y'all, but I'm really enjoying it. Just the conversations we've been having, kind of the plans we've been developing. How are y'all doing with your ASP groups and your things of that nature?
By the way, Jonathan, I think we can hear your rap music.
Oh, really? All right. Well, I mean, let's talk about all school projects, because I mean, we're having a meeting right now, but I think our direction for it is a good direction.
Mhm.
I think it's going to be fun and interesting, and it should be. I mean, I don't want to give out too much information.
Right.
Like,
You want to keep it surprised.
yeah. So like, I'm excited for it. We're having a meeting after this, so it's gonna be great.
Awesome. Cool. Caloris, how's your group going? Or your groups, I should say.
Yeah, pretty well overall. Moving forward.
Cool.
The people, yeah.
I'm gonna make it my personal goal to beat you in this competition. I'm treating this as a competition.
I didn't know it was a competition.
No, it's not. Anyways. All right, yeah. I guess we'll talk more about that next week when we can start like revealing things. People have a better sense of kind of where they're going. But yeah, I'm excited. I just want to touch base with that. Speaking of touch base, I've been touching a lot of bases of these miniatures. I've been painting Resident Evil 2, the board game. I might do a live stream late tonight of just me painting things, because that's
Is
been
that-
like literally.
Is that like a nerdier version of Bob Ross? Like, can we,
I mean, more or less. I'll show
Can we
you
paint
who I've
with
got
you?
so far. Yeah. So I mean, I'll just show you the three mains that I have so far. These are. It's hard to see them a little bit, but we got Leon, Claire, and Robert Kendo from the original PS1 release. I've got their alternate costumes painted as well. I'll go into more detail on those some other time because I've got 183 figures to get through, and I've got through 9. So we're cruising. I only have to do this 20 more or 19 more times. I'm sorry, but it's easy. One of the figures I have to paint is about yay big, so that's gonna be exciting. And I have to paint
Which
a giant
one is
crocodile.
that? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask if it was the crocodile or.
So it's not the crocodile. Crocodile is the second biggest. The biggest is
Okay.
actually Birkin Stage 5.
Ooh.
When he's
That's
just a
gonna
giant
Yeah.
the flesh monster with eyes and tentacles. Yeah.
It's gonna take a long time.
Yeah. Mr. X should be pretty easy, and then I'm pretty confident. I have to also paint all the doors and like typewriters and stuff, so that's exciting. Anyways. All right, so we've lost everyone in chat. Fantastic.
Cassidy, I don't know if there's a corn model for 40K, but if there was, I'd say paint it so that you can say blood for the blood god. Or you could just paint it like a giant fish and say cod for the cod god.
Awesome. So we're going to start with a Kahoot here. I'm not going to give airtime to this hokey religion and ancient weapons or no match for a good blaster by your side, kid.
Hokey
So
religion.
I'm going to.
You are
Yeah.
out for the last stream. You're not going to get it.
Don't
Yeah.
quote Star Wars to me.
No, he was here for the Star Wars stream. He wasn't
Oh,
here
he
for the last
Yeah,
one.
he just wasn't here for the Wes Anderson Ultimate Trivia
Yeah.
Quiz.
Oh, then you dodged a bullet. Henry.
Oh man, I wish that was mine. It was,
Oh, we have
no,
to
Caloris-
do another one with people who actually
Yeah.
know stuff because none of them. I mean, besides Cassie, like everybody had only seen one, and it was disappointing.
Caloris, I think you're going to like this one. I think everybody's going to like this one. This one should be pretty fun. So I'm presenting it to us, and then I am going to go back to full screen in this real
hold
quick.
on, I'm gonna grab my little tablet.
It's 12.
Yeah, go for it.
Also, while we're on, wait, one
Yeah,
second. Oh, never mind.
Kelly,
Kelly, stop tapping and singing.
but he was singing the Kahoot theme song, so that's why I was hesitant to say like don't because it was kind of relevant.
All right, guys. So
All right.
we got a Kahoot going on here, and it is the basics of cooking.
Oh,
Oh, I'm going to.
It is
Oh,
20
yeah.
questions, mostly multiple choice, some true and false. And it is just, I think, basic things that people should know. Just getting into cooking or getting started with kind of the basics. And so
You know, I've never
Um,
actually been on the other end of a Kahoot.
it's a lot of fun.
I've given them.
Yeah. No, so we're gonna. This is selling me on Kahoot in the classroom. So I'm gonna start doing Kahoot next year as well. Possibly even we'll see. Maybe even for when we resume school on the 20th, like traditionally. So just as traditionally as we can get it. So it should be up in the stream. So if you'd like to join in on this, feel free. I will be hosting. I'll be reading out some questions. I was gonna try to put on some like exciting music. So let me pull that up real quick.
no, I like your name. I think you should spell your name like that in real life.
Oh, is it? Oh, I just forgot to type in the name.
Well, I think it looks cool. It's like it's
Gabby,
very
I'm so disappointed you
unsexy.
didn't do the Gabster or anything like that.
Oh yeah,
Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yeah. So,
my list of
Uh,
bad nicknames.
What's a good music for this? Like I want something dramatic, like a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Sure.
I was thinking more like Hell's Kitchen, like background music.
Can I find that? I have no idea how this is gonna sound either. Okay, I'll be back. So I'm gonna get this set up real quick. So again, feel free to join in, and we'll play this.
My screen is let's see, why isn't it showing it?
So the main screen is going to be on the meat thing, and then your screen is where you're going to answer. You have to switch back and forth.
He's gonna find Who Wants to Be a Millionaire because the Hell's Kitchen music isn't on loop. Kelly, stop tapping. Stop singing.
Serious. I was about to say I thought.
Okay. I'm gonna adjust the volume on this on the fly, so hopefully.
Charlie's here.
See, this is again when there's only 5 people watching the live stream, yet there is much more than 5 people on this Kahoot. So where are all these people coming from?
Is somebody on the live stream? Can somebody tell me if the audio is okay on the music?
I'll check. I don't hear any music.
Okay.
No.
Okay, who do you guys think is gonna win this Kahoot?
Not me. Never.
I will win because I made the questions. That's how that works. Right? Anyways. All right. So again, I try to keep this basic. So these should be pretty common knowledge, or if you've just tried cooking or seen recipes, you're probably going to notice a lot of these terms. Some of them are definition based. Other ones are just kind of like, hey, advice, things like that. So let's pop this up. And
somebody's Gabster now.
Ah, yes. You got the Gabster in there.
I don't know who that is. It's probably
So here we go,
Indian.
guys.
Oh, that's
I will be
you.
reading out questions, and we'll get this going. So the basics of cooking.
All right.
Are you ready? Question 1. How long does it typically take to hard boil an egg?
I'm going to lose.
13 minutes, 22 minutes, 9 minutes, or 7 minutes?
So in Flagstaff or at lower elevation?
We're saying typically, like the standard time.
Okay,
Like
well, I added 2 minutes to my time because water boils at lower temperatures up here.
13 minutes is to hard boil an egg.
Hey.
Yeah. To soft or do like a medium boil. That's where you're looking at the 9 to 12
You
range.
should have specified. I was going soft boil.
It says to hard boil an egg
Oh,
in the
okay,
question.
Sorry.
Congratulations
I was
to
poaching.
Jonathan. No, it's there's a poaching question in here. Don't worry.
Okay.
Next up.
Hey Cassidy,
Question
the
2.
stream is pretty lagged behind the
Mhm.
questions, just so you know.
Okay.
What's a rocks?
A roux.
It's a roux. Are you
A
serious? What makes
roux.
up a traditional roux? Okay, so the stream's behind. I have 30-second timers on, so hopefully that's
Okay.
enough time for the stream.
But the fact that Kelly called it a rocks makes me think he's not getting it.
Night at the Rewberry. So yeah, that's the basic components of a roux. Obviously, you have to heat this up too. So, okay, correct. It is equal parts fat and flour. Typically, you use butter,
Answer.
but you can use cream. I don't know if you can do an oil roux. I think you can. Basically, just whisk it until it's the color that you want it to be, and it's used to thicken sauces.
Yeah, it's how you want to start your tomato soup.
Correct. Oh, yeah, 100%. Okay. True or false? Salmon skin is edible.
Is this part of the lore of the religion?
Thou shalt not eat the salmon skin of your brethren. The holy hand grenade of Antioch. Okay. It is true. Obviously, assuming you like it's. I guess you can eat it raw. That'd be bad, but you usually want it crispy. Otherwise, it's just fatty and gross.
It's not like salmon skin sushi.
Yeah, the
No,
only
no,
reason that was I grew up in a
Okay.
fishing town and everyone just ate
The
their
term
skin straight
al
up.
dente refers to
Oh, I know
the
this.
taste of a pasta, the consistency of a pasta, the richness of a pasta, or the firmness of a pasta.
I should know this.
Yeah, aren't
It's
you
Italian.
Italian?
Yeah, I'm
Italian,
really
right?
Italian. Like my
Malucci.
How do you pronounce that, Kelly?
which one? Al dente?
It's
Okay,
pronounced
good.
refers.
Al dente.
I ran out
It
of
is
time.
It's okay. It is the firmness of the pasta. It means like you can bite into it a little bit. Like the core is a little firm. Okay.
Well, depending on what kind of pasta, if we're gonna be honest.
Caloris sweeping here on a streak.
Ooh.
Next up, when cooking a traditional stir fry, which of these ingredients would be added first? Broccoli, onion, ginger, or soy sauce?
Stir fry.
Ooh, this
Yep, we're
sounds
talking
real
first.
good right now.
I know. I've got broccoli in my fridge and an onion, and I'm looking at this and like,
My cat just started licking potato chips off of my plate.
Incorrect. You add the ginger first? That's not true.
Yeah, it has to like it gets aromatic. You have to like release the flavor of it, and then you add in the onion, and then you add in like the broccoli, and then your soy sauce.
Okay.
I worked in the
It's
kitchen.
ginger first.
Wow.
It's the same thing with like Italian dishes. You got the garlic first. It's
Oh.
yeah. Okay, you want to get some you want to release the flavor. Which the following describes an over medium egg?
Disgusting.
Runny whites, runny yolk, set whites, runny yolk, firm set whites, creamy yolk, firm set whites, firm set yolk. Over medium. My preferred egg.
Well, I know what an over median egg is, but I'm having trouble with this language.
These terms, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just stop eating this.
We have a scrambled egg question next.
No. All right, that is correct. It is firm set whites with a creamy yolk. It's
But
it's
a
so
little
good.
runny.
I mean, yeah, that's what creamy is. It's just like a little runny. Like it's still when you cut it open, it still bleeds. So
Do you?
I wouldn't use that terminology.
it still bleeds the yolk. All right, congratulations, Jonathan, overtaking Caloris.
Whoa.
True or false? Tofu is ready to cook out of the package. As in, like you can take it out of the package, throw it in, and cook it.
I remember.
No prep work is needed.
Wait, this is.
This is a confusing question for tofu
It
cooking.
kind of is.
Not really.
What?
Yes.
I got it right.
Do you
because
know-
you have to cut
How
it and
do you
dry
mean?
it?
I
and
have to take
stuff.
off the
Kevin didn't need
plastic?
preparation for that thing.
No. It's ready. So I mean, like, when you do tofu, okay, everyone settle down. When you, Gabby, as you said, you need to cut it and like typically drain it. If it has too much moisture, it won't cook properly or it'll cook unevenly.
So you can't just cook the block. But there is different
Yeah.
like firm like things
Yeah,
of tofu. So
I'm
that's why that's
extra firm.
confusing.
I'm an extra firm man.
Well, like,
I'm
if
also
you
an
have,
extra
like,
firm and I still drain it.
You can have like tofu that is already like drained, or like you can have like
Mhm.
different types of tofu. So like I
Yeah.
I wanted that to be specified, but I still got it right.
It's okay.
But I still got it.
Okay. It's okay. Some of these are more just experience based, but I base them as much as. So, what are the basic ingredients of a hollandaise? Butter, egg, and lemon. Butter, egg yolk, and lemon. Butter, egg yolk, and cream, or butter, cream, and lemon.
What's a hollandaise sauce?
It's what goes on eggs Benedict.
What's eggs Benedict?
Oh my god! It's hollandaise sauce and eggs on an English muffin, sometimes with Canadian bacon. Correct. It is butter, egg yolk, and
Bringing
lemon.
on the French cooking.
Do I have any French? I have a couple more French ones in here.
Good.
Do you have any
Okay.
more Italian or seafood, fishing?
Seafood, yes. What is the main purpose of blanching an ingredient? Is it to bring flavors together, strip out the fat content, stop the cooking process, or add color? The main.
Shot in the dark.
There's your French. There's your French for you, Caloris.
This is a strange question as well.
How is it strange? Only one of the two of these are reasons to blanch, but one of them is like the main reason to blanch. It is stopping the cooking process.
Wait, blanching is when you pre-boil something.
It's when it specifically refers to
Like greens. I blanch
What?
my greens.
yeah, but you take it and put it in an ice bath.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you cook it, then stop it.
Yes, correct. Okay, yes, that's okay. This is fine. I should mention I have watched so many cooking shows. Gab is up on the board.
my god.
What makes up a typical wash for making French toast? Basically, the thing that you dip your French toast into before you cook it.
I
Egg
don't
yolk and
know what
cream,
that is.
egg, cream, and spices, egg, sugar, and spices, or egg, melted butter, and spices.
I'm from Maine. We don't use spices or anything that's sugary.
Okay.
It is egg, cream, and spices.
And we only use egg yolk and cream.
I don't know if you can use I think melted butter would be a bummer to use. But yeah, so this you basically make scrambled eggs, but then add like sugar and some spices and stuff like that.
Imagine if you just cooked that. That
Yeah.
would be funny. Without dipping it, just using that, like
Yeah.
frying it like scrambled eggs.
All right,
True or false? All rices have the same grain to water ratio.
I feel like I'm learning a lot here today.
Marty says, Caloric arguing with all the questions like a true politician.
All right, correct. That is false. Yeah, it really depends on what you're using. As a follow-up question, this is trickier because this is like more specific knowledge into rice. What ratio of grain to water yields the best results for basmati rice?
What's
One cup of rice, or so,
Whiter brown.
1 to 2, 1 to 1, 1 to 3/4, or 1 to 1 1/4.
It's making me so
Cassidy,
hungry.
I don't know what blanched means. How am I supposed to get this?
Take
I
a
believe it's
guess.
blanche.
Blanchard. Blanchard.
My mug could check by it.
Kelly defaulting to his strategy. It is so. This is a weird one. It is 1 to 1 1/4, just because it is a pretty long grain of rice, and you don't pre-soak it, unlike jasmine. Jasmine's more 1 to 1, and so you need the extra little bit of water for basmati, because again, typically you don't want to soak it. So, anyways, Jonathan maintaining that lead. Okay, make it up on these last few. Which of the following is the highest smoke point?
Oh, there we go.
What's a smoke point?
When you heat up fat, the temperature at which it starts to smoke and burn. So olive oil, canola oil, coconut oil, or unsalted butter.
Can I get extra credit if I can put them in order?
I would love for you to put them in order once we get the question answered. Okay, Caloris.
It's canola, coconut, olive, butter.
Correct. You got it.
Unless the coconut is refined, in which case it would be second. I was
Yes.
assuming an unrefined coconut oil.
Correct. Yeah. Refined coconut oil is pricey. But yeah, that's a fun one. So basically, the higher the smoke point, the more stable the oil. Lower stable oils will break down faster, and that's why they start to smoke. So, what does deglazing refer to? When you deglaze something: caramelizing a fatty food, reducing the liquid content of a pan until it forms a syrup, pouring liquid into a pan to remove brown bits, or thickening a sauce with a roux or fat. Deglaze. If you don't know how to, if you've never deglazed before, you need to start doing it. It is so handy, especially if you cook meat or.
Be careful if you use vinegar, though.
Yes. Oh, don't do that. Yeah. So it is pouring liquid into a pan. You get those little brown bits when you cook a meat or something with a fat on it, or even like deglazing for like caramelized onions is also delicious. So cool. Caloris, rising up. What must an ingredient have in order for it to caramelize? High sodium content, sugar, fats, or acids?
So you say caramelize versus caramelize?
I say caramelize because I'm a basic person.
Small government joke. I hate when people say bicameral chamber of Congress. Bicameral. It's Congress is bicameral, not bicameral.
Yeah. Yes, it is. The correct answer is sugar. That's why onions caramelize really easily, as they have quite a bit of sugar in them. Which of the following ingredients would be added to temper acidity in order to, like, when you say temper, just like if something is really acidic, what would you add to make it less acidic? Tomato, onion, mushroom, or orange zest. Once you learn how to, by the way, once you learn how to balance like acidity and things like that, it is mushroom. You want something earthy, something that's very grounded, that isn't acidic at all, because then it balances out. So once you learn how to do flavor profiles and palettes like that, cooking becomes so much fun.
Since I have in my kitchen, I'll make a book plug. The Flavor Bible. Flavor Bible. That's really the best one. It can walk you through all of these tips.
Yeah. Sorry, did somebody have a question about that?
What if you don't like mushrooms?
Then you would want to add like a starch of some sort, like potato could also do the same thing.
Oh, my
Okay, next up.
With that side.
All right, question 17. Which of the following would not go into a typical seafood stock? Shrimp shells, mussels, water, or fish heads? Think of what the purpose of the stock is, and only one of these answers makes sense.
None of these
I'm a
make
pescatarian.
sense.
They do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cassidy, I lived in a fishing town and I don't even know what seafood stock is. Give me a break.
That's so sad.
I'm going with
Maybe you should spend less time on anime and more focus on cooking.
The answer is mussels. When you make a stock, you usually use discarded parts of seafood and water, and then you bring them to a boil and you let them simmer until the water incorporates all those flavors. And since mussels are edible, you would not want to just throw like perfectly good mussels into something that you're just going to throw them out anyways. So
yeah, I agree with this question.
Yeah, but you usually have like a side platter of mussels right there, and you just take them and you're like,
Wait, what is seafood stock for? What is it for?
So you know vegetable stock?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so vegetable stock is just made of like basically raw vegetables and water, and then you take all the vegetables out and throw them away typically, or puree, whatever you want to do. But seafood stock is the same thing, where basically you're trying to get like a broth that just has like a seafood taste to it. So that you can make
weird. I don't know why, but that seems weird.
It's like chicken stock. You use chicken parts.
Like clamshells? Is that what it tastes like? Saltwater and clamshells?
Yeah,
like,
it has like a.
Ooh, this is
like
a good question. This is a good.
What should be added to boiling water to prevent a poached egg from losing its shape? Salt, lemon juice, cooking oil, or vinegar? And yeah, of course, I agree. This is
also when you make your poached egg, put it in a little wire mesh strainer first.
Yeah, totally.
Dump it in a little bowl and then put it in the water. That's
Yep. Vinegar is the correct answer. It causes the egg to be more viscous so that it retains its shape and it doesn't just kind of go everywhere when you drop it into boiling water.
If you make potato salad, same plan.
Yes. And I've even seen people add it in for like boiling eggs, which doesn't harm it or anything. So, all right, question 19. What is the most effective way to prevent avocado pulp from browning? Avocado pulp just being the avocado stuff itself. Immediate refrigeration, treating it with citrus, adding salt to preserve it, or covering it with plastic wrap. Yes.
I might lose my streak here.
Well, these are all ways to do it, and ideally you want to do some combination of these, but like one of these is the most effective.
I resent my answer now. I'm going for speed.
That's fair. It's a good strategy. Live life in the fast lane.
Oh no, I was good.
I was gonna pick those. Yeah. Oh, I hate
citrus. Yeah, put some lime on it, and it will that's why you always add lime to your guacamole. Otherwise, it'll brown quickly.
Nice. Go with your gut.
And I always put a
avocado's wrong.
So another way to do it is to take usually if I'm doing like avocado based stuff, I'm working with lime anyways. So just put like a little lime wedge into a plastic baggie with the other half of your avocado with the pit still in it, and it'll typically stay green for a day or two. Okay. Last but not least, if you wanted to make the crispiest grilled cheese, which of the following fats would you cook it in? One of these fats crisps up bread considerably more than the others. Mayonnaise, butter, olive oil, or cheese.
Why wouldn't you just put...
If I get this, then I know it for a really weird reason, but I don't know.
Anybody puts
Yes, I did get it.
Okay, so Gabby, do you want to explain?
Well, okay, so there's this one commercial for like I don't know what mayonnaise thing it is, but like at the movies, every time I would go see a movie, they would show this like commercial for like people using mayonnaise to put it on their grilled cheese, and it would always make it really crispy. And they would be like, "This is the way to make the crispiest grilled cheese," and it was from the mayonnaise ad at the movie theaters.
Yes. Dude, has anybody ever tried this before?
It's covered it thoroughly in the food lab.
Yes.
I don't know if you can...
Dude, yeah, dude, it's nuts. I mean, because it's egg and vinegar, right? And so like it creates this really crispy shell and gives like a amazing crunch and golden flavor to you, or like golden color, and adds like a good deal of flavor. Use it with sourdough to make a grilled cheese, and you will love grilled cheese forever. I promise you that.
Okay, I've had enough of this. I'm going. See you guys later. It's been a fun stream. I can't deal with any of this mayonnaise grilled cheesing any longer.
It makes sense. Oh my god, it makes sense. It makes sense. You calm down. All right. So welcome back, everyone.
Can I just point out like by how much I won? I just like kind of dominated. Just saying.
I feel bad for Agich because
So, Caloris, part of me keeps wanting to do these just to see how many other cookbooks you pull out and be like, "Oh, it's covered here."
Yeah, but the flavor Bible.
Yes, yeah, dude, yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, and if you wanna learn more about cooking, I highly recommend checking out books like the Flavor Bible. Yeah, or just go to a blog.
No, Missler's John Missler.
Oh yeah,
cooking blog. Yeah.
He has a blog. All right.
Missler can probably tell you how to butcher a lamb too, so that's kind of exciting. But yeah, so welcome back. Otherwise, just I don't know. Gordon Ramsay's YouTube channel is legitimately great for like starting out cooks because he does these awesome 30-minute videos of like, hey, here's how to cook this amazing dish. Like he does a stir fry dish for like $5 and it cooks in like 7 minutes and it's awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, resources out there for cooking. But anyways, cool. So we're gonna take us out here, and we hope you guys have enjoyed this stream. Thank you for playing along. If you played along with Kahoot, check out our follow Uptopia Minecraft realms. Details should be in your email if you haven't signed up. Otherwise, hop in there and get building. We want to try to live stream something from there at some point. Maybe we actually do a Minecraft Monday at some point. I don't know. Who knows? But hopefully everybody's staying safe and having a good time. Mr. Caloris, thank you so much for being on. We appreciate it. Do you have anything you'd like to plug or anything you'd like to say before we go?
Yeah, be sure to watch the president's live broadcasts. Just either for information or entertainment, or I don't know what they are exactly. But just watch them. It's you're living through history, and just remember these are the words future generations are gonna remember.
I would second that. I don't think I've missed a single one since they began because they are either informative or basically a tragedy and a comedy all roll. It's a mix
I'm
of
not going to make a statement on what they are. I'm just saying watch them.
One day they'll be on our kids' DBQs. So
yeah, in the future. Our future generations are going to be studying this stuff. You're living through this history. It's pretty amazing.
This is going to show up on an AP exam sometime.
Yeah.
All right.
Like,
well,
what song came out right before the Corona? Like what? Like
"Yummy" by Justin Bieber. Anyways, all right, guys. Well, thank you, everyone. Stay safe. Have a great weekend. We will see you on Monday. Again, we're not doing Wednesday shows anymore, so you can catch us Mondays and Fridays at noon. And we will see you all later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
All right, I'm going to make some grilled cheese.
Yeah.